Hello, and thanks for tuning in. In this review, I'm going to be taking a look at one of the most divisive films of the 90s. And now, Waterworld. As you likely know or have heard, the film is essentially Mad Max at sea. And that is accurate. There's a little bit more to it than that, but by and large, that's what it is. The production design on this film is absolutely top-notch. Almost everything is practical and looks incredible, though there are a few instances of terrible CG. There's also a few music choices that just don't make any sense. The film had an incredibly troubled production, and even thinking about the logistics behind the huge action set pieces makes my brain hurt, so I'm not going to focus on that. Suffice it to say, the film was hard to make and cost far too much money. I'm fairly sure that this and Sizzle Beach USA are the only Kevin Costner films I've ever personally seen, and I'm okay with that. As such, he doesn't really irk me too much, and I don't really find too much to dislike in his stoic, almost silent, reluctant hero role. It also plays perfectly off the ever-great Dennis Hopper's over-the-top, zany, evil villainness. Seriously, was Hopper ever bad in any role ever? I am, however, not a fan of Jean Triplehorn. She's like Gina Davis if she had more range than simply looking goofy. While she's not necessarily terrible in this, I do have to take a few points off for her inclusion. As I said at the start, this movie is Mad Max at sea, but that's not necessarily accurate. It's more so the Road Warrior at sea. All of those ridiculous, over-the-top action set pieces you remember from the Road Warrior, just done on jet skis. Let's be honest, you really can't go wrong with that formula. The pacing of the film is overall pretty solid. It does clock in a bit too long at 2 hours and 15 minutes, but at about the 30-minute mark when Dennis Hopper makes his grand appearance, I'm fully immersed in this movie and ready for the ride. I know it's PG-13, but there's almost no blood in this. I mean seriously, there's guys getting shot point-blank range with shotguns and no splatter. But whatever. Waterworld is far from the greatest film ever made, and it's even far from the greatest action film ever made. But it is a really fun, enjoyable time. You're not going to find anything too deep here, but honestly, if you came to Waterworld expecting depth, it's kinda on you. Go ahead and give this one a watch.
Talking to the incomparable Dennis Hopper, and I asked him to shave his head for the show, and he's such an accommodating guy. What's the, as Letterman would say, what's the deal on your hair?
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. I'm in the middle of doing a movie with Kevin Costner called Waterworld, which right at the moment is the most expensive movie ever made. And I've just returned from shooting 4 months in Hawaii.
Oh, that one where that really is the most expensive.
No,
They've built this huge thing out there, and they found that it rocks and ruins some of the shots. And you're in that?
Well, I don't know if it rocks and ruins some of the shots.
Oh,
sometimes it's like, gets a little rough out there.